Well, hey guys, Bart from Bicycle Ride YouTube. It's Friday the 13th of June. And I haven't been throwing out as many videos. I am in Biloxi Bicycle Works now. I don't own Biloxi Bicycle Works, so maybe you saw a video. I haven't been throwing out as many videos as I'd like to on the story of Biloxi Bicycle Works and the bicycle shop, the bicycle industry. And that was because I was on the verge of making the sale, and my business broker, the lawyers, my business partner, the new owner, didn't really want me throwing everybody's business out on social media. And I get it. And plus I didn't want to do anything that would, hamper the deal. So I've been kind of close-lipped about how things are gone and how things are going and what's in my future, and I still have to be a bit closed-lipped. I don't own Biloxi Bicycle Works anymore, so there's things that I used to do and used to say as an owner that didn't go any higher than me. The guy that bought this shop, Duncan Perkins, is a personal friend of mine. He has been my competition over the last 5 years with a local bicycle shop that is about 4 or 5 miles away from here. You do have to, I'm in Biloxi, he's in Ocean Springs, Try Hard Sports is the name of his shop, and you do have to cross the Biloxi Bay Bridge, which is a different county line. So that's a line of demarcation for a lot of shoppers. It seems like a lot of people that live in Harrison County and Hancock County, New Orleans, will drive to Biloxi, but they don't want to, they don't want to go to Ocean Springs. And same thing, a lot of Mobile, Pascagoula, Gaucher, those areas seem to go to Ocean Springs, but they don't cross the bridge to come here. So even though we were competing bicycle shops, we did have a lot of different clientele. And now I think Duncan should be able to pull clientele from all across the county. I know we do share a lot of common friends, a lot of common riders. There's one strong club around here called the Gulf Coast Bicycle Club that encompasses all types of cyclists. And both Try Hard Sports and Biloxi Bicycle Works help sponsor Gulf Coast Bicycle Club. So years ago, Duncan and I talked about being competitors, but also helping each other out and helping the local cycle scene grow. So over the last few years, I see Duncan in advance, and I always say hi to Duncan. He always says hi to me. Every once in a while, we'll call each other to share a part, to see if he's got a part, or I'd rather send a customer over to Duncan if I don't have a tire or something. And same with him. He would send customers over here if they were looking for a Trek. I'd send customers over there if they were looking for a Specialized or a Scott. So it's been a good relationship. Duncan's even bought lunch for us a couple times here at the shop. So luckily here in Mississippi, people are friendly. But in the long run, we were competitors. So now my competitor Duncan has bought Biloxi Bicycle Works, and I've got to do things differently than I've done. I'm not the owner of the shop, so Duncan is being all he can be right now to run two shops. Two shops in June of 2025, which is a tough time for any bike shop to own one shop. But so I'm doing my best to be a good. Help Duncan with the transition, help manage the shop. Even today, we've got an employee that's called in sick, so I'm running the showroom by myself. I'm surprised I'm even having time to have this video because the phone is ringing, bikes need done. It is tough to have a bicycle shop sometimes when you don't have enough employees to cover the shifts. And as an owner, I just used to jump in and do it. Now I had planned to go swimming today at lunch, and I also had an appointment at lunch that I had to skip because I have a responsibility to the shop beyond just being a paid hourly, basically hourly employee right now. I want to see this shop succeed, and I'm not going to just close the doors because no one's here and say I need to go swimming. That's my priority for the day. I do want to get my life back as a work-life balance. It just didn't work out for me today. And I'm not complaining. I mean, there's a lot of managers of retail establishments that have to go over and above their normal duties to help that business survive. And that's the position I'm in right now. I want this to be good for Duncan. And so far the sentiment through the community has been welcoming. A lot of people are very happy that another local shop owner bought this shop rather than maybe someone from out of town who didn't understand the culture of Mississippi. So we are doing things a little bit different. You can see we've got the showroom set up a little bit different. He is going to have the retool studio in here. Things are still a bit of a transition. Everybody asks me, like, well, what are we doing? Are we moving out of this shop into another shop? That's Duncan's priority. And I don't really want to talk about all Duncan's business, but I saw some comments on my last video that, I don't know, maybe I was lying or something, but no, I sold this building beginning of the year and end of 2024. We're in 2025 now. So Duncan was able to purchase the shop, but not this building. So Duncan is making some moves, but it's not really my business as a shop manager to throw out everything that Duncan's doing. And I don't know everything that Duncan's doing, but I know he is working hard at trying to make some moves to make sure the shop gets put in a place that's affordable for him to keep running this and make a profit out of it. So once again, it's a little strange working in a bike shop that you started. I don't mind doing it because I know there's a bigger picture. I want to see Biloxi Bicycle Works survive. And so any of you guys that are kind of waiting for my next video on what's going on, it's just a little bit, I've got to be a little bit coy right now because as an owner, I was able to just tell you guys, whatever I wanted because I was the owner. As someone that's not owning the shop, I don't know how much Duncan wants me to say or not to say to his next moves on the shop. But I can tell you this, Duncan is planning on keeping the name Biloxi Bicycle Works. He's planning on keeping the culture of Biloxi Bicycle Works. As a new owner, of course, there's going to be changes. Things aren't all going to be Bart's way anymore, and that's okay because my way, I guess, it didn't work financially. So Duncan's done something at his shop where he was actually able to buy my shop and is planning on carrying it into the future. And I think he's got a good opportunity to do so. But if I don't disclose all, it's just because I don't feel it's right for me to talk about Duncan's business. And there's some businesses I just don't know. I don't exactly know what Duncan's next move is. We do talk a bit, but there's some things that I'm not privy to anymore. If Duncan wants to tell me something and says it's okay to, throw it out on the social media, then I'll do that. But it's not my priority. Like even I ride my bike to work, and when I get here, there might be customers in here. I still take off my shirt and cool off and be who I am. The other day I didn't take off my shirt in front of a bunch of customers because I used to do things as an owner that I could do as an owner that as an employee. It's not like Duncan didn't say, hey, you can't take your shirt off and walk around the showroom anymore. It's just, it's his business, and I feel like I probably should wear shorts or actually a shirt as I'm helping customers. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on for right now in Biloxi Bicycle Works. And I'll keep you in the loop of what's going on with me and what's going on with the shop. But it's been a busy day, but it's not hard to keep busy when you're one guy running a whole bike shop. So anyway, best of luck to Try Hard Sports and Duncan, and I'll keep my YouTube viewers in the loop. There's a lot I want to do with this YouTube channel that I wasn't able to do when I was working in here 60, 70 hours a week. So stay tuned to Stay tuned to Bicycle Ride YouTube. I want to do a whole lot of showcasing of events and more product reviews. I got a lot more products I can review instead of just the products I have in my bike shop. I really want to showcase cycling. I have an opportunity now to get out in the cycling world, maybe visit other bike shops, go to different races and different fondos. I want a coaching platform. One of my passions is to help cyclists. And I'm talking about mortals, people 9 to 5ers, people have jobs. I'm coming from a higher end cycling echelon where you know, I didn't really ride with the 9-to-5ers. I rode with the enthusiasts that are out there ripping each other's legs off. But as owning a bike shop, I've got a passion now for helping people find health and fitness through cycling. You know, no matter what level that is, the beginner, the overweight, the old, someone coming back from injury. And I just want people to feel comfortable riding, because I see how much joy it gives to people, you know, and it gives me joy sharing that. There's people that want to get to the next level. Some people I want to preach, you know, be happy riding your bike on the beach 15 miles a week, you know, and then there's some people that want to go to that next step, and I want to show people, hey, look, I can help you get to that next step. So I think definitely a coaching platform is in my future, because I just have such a passion for helping people with bikes. So. Anyway, Bart from Biloxi Bicycle Works, Bart Bicycle Rider YouTube. Big things coming for this channel now that I you know, have a regular hours, and those can be a bit flexible at times too, to get me out into the YouTube world and be able to produce some videos of all kinds of different content. So, Bart from Bicycle Rider YouTube. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe, and please stay tuned. You're going to see a lot more videos come out on a regular basis. I've just had to be a little bit closed-lipped going into this thing. So, and I do have some more videos of man, that cool bike shop in Switzerland I went to, Titre de Course. That is such a great community that they have there in Switzerland. I'm going to go back there, do some riding with them. I saw they have a gravel race, a gravel time trial coming up in October. I'd love to go do that. So just stay tuned. A lot of good things coming for Bicycle Rider YouTube. Tell me what you like. Did you guys like my hiking video? I've got more hiking videos and stuff. Well, guys, I'm on someone else's clock now. I can't make videos all day. I got to go to work. Bicycle Rider YouTube, over and out.